Alrighty.
Third time better be a charm. I don't
Better
know.
be. Testing one.
That'll be a sign of how things are going to go this weekend. In the
Hey,
Deer
listen.
Woods.
Are we live already?
Tell ya. Yeah.
I don't want to hear that kind of negativity coming out of your mouth.
I need
anymore.
venison this year.
Broken. So I got this trail of broken live feeds.
Hey, well, you know what?
Holy shnikes. Let's try this again.
This is the Okayest Hunter podcast.
It sure is.
Never pass on shooter bucks, 'cause that's just meat in the freezer. It's your tag, you hunt how you want. This is Okayest Hunter.
And then it tells me my mic is muted on here. Can we have more stuff go wrong tonight? Let's see if we can do more stuff going wrong. That would be fantastic.
Well, if you're muted, they can't hear you.
Man, let me tell you.
Eric's about to lose it.
You might.
I don't even know what to say. Welcome to the show. We're
Okay.
live here on a Thursday. A thirsty Thursday it's going to be now.
Yeah.
Coming at you from Oconomowoc. I kicked Greg and Derek out, and I swapped them out for these three guys.
Sorry, Derek. Sorry.
Yeah.
Get this all the way up into your mouth there. There you go. That was all the way off to the side. That's better.
Yeah,
Now we can hear you.
Yeah,
Yes.
now I can hear you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're brought to you by Half Rack. Go to half-rack.com. Get all your hunting accessories there. Hunting accessories with a soul, I might add. We have some real good stuff with some good flair and character and good high-quality gear. I'm going to be putting their tripod stool to use this weekend, guaranteed. I got their meat lug cooler. We'll be putting that to use. I got their snack bags, putting those to use. I'm just going to use all the Half Rack stuff this
Heck yeah.
weekend.
Nice.
Well, I'd be happy to shoot a Half Rack.
Right.
I mean, that'd be great. So check those guys out. Use code OHP to save 15% off on your car insurance. So make sure you guys are paying attention. While you're in the woods, check out Spartan
Oh,
Forge.
wow.
Make sure you don't get lost out there like I do every year on the same property with this guy.
We always get
Every
lost.
We're
time.
4 feet in. I'm like, man, we're lost already.
I just find the perimeters.
Yep. I think I'm going to try the saddle. I talked to you about that.
Yep.
From Latitude. I hung out it last year, but I got to make a modification so I can get my gun barrel to rest on something in the tree. And
I got a tree hanger for you.
there we go. And we'll be logging all my time on Go Wild.
There you go.
So use code OHP across all of those brands and save yourself money and earn points on Go Wild and save more money. Money on top of money. It's basically growing on trees over there.
Stacks on stacks on
Lots
stacks.
and lots of money.
Get some. Don't talk about. So
Oh,
I feel like I need to drink a whole bourbon and then I'll be able to be in the deer camp mode. I'm
Sure.
still not decompressed from work or life or whatever the hell the technical problems we've just had were.
that was, it was funky.
What happens when you roll it live? You just gotta roll with the punches. Silliness. Anyway, so why don't you guys introduce yourselves real quick? So we talk about you guys on the show a lot. In case you didn't know, Mike's famous right now. By the
He
way,
is
apparently.
absolutely famous.
Apparently,
TikTok is going
TikTok
viral.
star.
TikTok.
What will be this year's?
so wait, who are
movie?
you? Let's talk about.
Oh,
Got that part.
my name is Mike. Living from Waukesha, Wisconsin. Been friends with Eric and these guys for I don't even know. I can't remember anymore.
It's been what, since second grade?
For you and me.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I mean,
Or-
middle school, elementary school,
Yeah.
for sure. It's been a long time.
So who are you?
Yeah. who
I'm
are you?
Clay, originally from Waukesha as well. Move over to Michigan probably, 10 years ago? No, not Go Blue. No.
I said boo.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Go Blue. And
Yeah,
I
he
was
said
like,
boo. and
no,
he's
no, no,
like,
no, no.
What?
listen.
What's on your mind?
Blue popsicles.
Yeah.
Let's go, Brandon.
Awful. Oh, my gosh. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, I live in Michigan and came over for deer camp this year. And yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Who we got over
Again.
here? We talk about this guy all the time. I think you come up
Yeah.
on every episode.
I have no idea.
Probably. Deer sniffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah.
What was he talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, the deer sniffer, gutting a deer with a razor blade, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you
yeah,
do
my name's
listen.
Joel. I just, I don't get to hunt throughout the year very long, so the all-day sits are hard for me because I'm used to only like a 3-hour hunt. So I'm like, all right, my 3 hours is up. What do I do?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't see any deer. Let's go find some.
Yeah.
So
You are like a squirrel.
Yeah, you can't sit still.
No.
Like I'm like,
No.
oh, so Joel's in this spot, and he's like, no, I'm like 2 counties
Yeah.
away, man.
you ever get a red squirrel? Like
Where are you?
a whole bunch of like cocaine. That's in the tree. That's why I have to sit in a saddle because it's harder to get down.
Oh, look, a stump.
Oh,
Yes.
I love stumps.
The
Dude.
stump. The stump
So-
is going to
Actually, the
this year.
stump might be my spot this year.
That's going to be your spot?
Yeah, because he's doing
It's-
something else.
It's free today.
So
or this
we're
week.
the episode is where are you going and what are you bringing? I think we can all talk about that. We're going to Prairie du Chien ish.
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 And
yeah.
I'm bringing my 30-06 Remington 700 bolt action
There you
with this fun new bourbon I just discovered the other day. This Elements Red Line Whiskey Co.
It's not bad.
And some Busch lattes in my half rack cooler. What are you bringing, Joel?
Mm.
You're
Oh,
bringing
I
a
got
couple
a-
of guns, aren't you?
Well, I always bring a backup gun just because I'm over prepared, But no, I got a new gun this year. I'm shooting a 300 Blackout, so we're gonna see how that goes. So that'll be more comfortable for me than,
How
than
did
the
sighting
long
how
gun.
did sighting that in go?
Oh, it was a treat. So it was. I hadn't fired the gun. I bought it up at Shields up in Appleton, and I ran into nothing but issues with that thing. So
Well, they're your fault, right?
well, they originally bore sighted it when they put the optic on for me. I got a Vortex optic, little reticle, like a 3-power red dot on there. So I'm like, all right, anything within 100 yards I can kill, which is great because 300 Blackout is like that's where they start losing all their velocity anyways. So it pretty much drops to half after like
big
200
words.
yards.
Velocity.
So yeah.
It's big words for him.
Yeah, I had a full box of crayons before I got here.
You did? Okay.
So
So one gun, the Blackout. What's the other one?
yeah, the other one's a 270 short mag. So that's always my backup because it's proven and tried, and it kills deer easily, and it's always a good backup to have. So in case anybody drops their rifle or leaves it in the woods or anything like that,
That's
we
happening.
always got a spare. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Never know.
yep. And then I got a bottle of wine so I don't get the beer shits the next day.
Okay, Chuck.
But then my buddy Jason, he's gonna bring up a case of Yingling for me.
Oh,
Nice.
fun.
So
yeah.
we're gonna get some of that in there, and yeah, it'll be fun. And of course, I bring my vest. I
Yeah,
actually
I was
got 3
gonna
this
ask
I
year.
remember you wearing my vest.
I got a new vest this year. So
Yeah,
I brought mine.
I got an extra one I'll bring just in case.
I definitely have my puffy
Yeah.
vest for sure.
Your
Clay,
puppy vest.
Mike, what are you guys bringing?
30-06.
30-06.
Mhm.
What is yours? Winchester, right?
Yeah, Winchester 30-06. And bringing some lakefront beer. Hazy Rabbit, it's called. So get
Okay.
a little hazy while we're hunting.
Was it a hazy
before we
IPA?
go hunting or
Yeah.
after?
That beer tastes like weed.
Not during.
What?
You get an IPA that's strong enough with that hops, it just tastes like weed.
I like a hazy.
Why do you
I
IPAs.
understand why
I
you
think you're
like
doing
it.
it wrong
It's
if you're
not
eating
bad.
it.
Yeah, you don't eat a beer. How do you eat beer?
You gotta
I'm
freeze it
really,
first.
Telling you.
You
Let's
freeze
do
it
a
first. You turn
popsicle.
it into
It's
ice
no
cubes.
different than catching a deer.
Yep.
Okay.
Clay, what's your rifle?
I've got 2 30-30s.
You double
One-
fisting?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Rainbow
Going
style.
style,
Yeah,
baby.
Rambo.
Yes. So one of them is a really old 1950 Winchester from my great grandpa.
Awesome.
That one does not have a sight on it, but then I also have a new to me 30-30 that has a optic on it. So
Nice.
yeah, we'll be.
You're not gonna be walking through like John Wick and just blasting deer.
Yep. So yeah, my backup is my 30-30.
You're gonna break
my
both shoulders
Winchester.
this weekend.
Oh, hell yeah. I hope. I hope that I won't have to work
Jeez.
Yeah.
You guys, can you believe we already have our first caller?
already.
Oh wow.
Can you
Let's
believe
go.
it? What do we got?
Frodo.
Oh, Ryan from the Frag Out podcast. You got to read in between the lines here. Ryan, you're live on the show, man. What's going on?
What's up, Eric? Hi, guys. How are you guys doing?
What's up?
Good. Good to hear from
We
you.
got a bunch of vets on here. Joel's a Marine. Clay's a Navy. He still is a Navy.
I am a
Army's
Navy.
over there.
I am a
He
Navy.
is.
You
Look
are
at that
the
ship.
Navy.
Look at that shipwreck over there. That is a
Listen,
full-on
That's
shipwreck
a new
right
one
there.
for me. What is a Navy?
You're looking at him. But the size of a boat.
Yeah, no.
Boats and hoes.
Ryan, what'd you call into this shit for, man? Where are you going? What are you bringing?
Well, no, I got called in because I saw the absolute shit show of technical difficulties, so I wanted to call and razz you a little bit.
Yes.
But also, where I'm going, actually, this is the coolest story. I am actually going pretty far. I'm going right across the street from my house.
Whoa.
It's a hike,
No
man.
joke.
That's
I'm
right.
You better guess
I'm
up
not
for
even
that.
kidding you. Right across the street from the house.
Better leave early.
And then I'm
Traffic might be
bringing
bad.
my 6.5 Creedmoor.
There you go.
and that's about it. And some snacks.
6'5".
I'm gonna sit all day Saturday morning.
What
so
do you?
that's it.
How far do you think your shot's gonna be with that 6.5 Creedmoor?
I'm hoping less than 100. It kind of, there's a little bit of woods, and then there's a big cornfield. There's definitely a doe. There's definitely a buck. I saw the buck earlier this week. I went over there to drop. I wanted to get over there as early as possible to drop off stuff so I didn't spook them out of there. But I saw a buck scrape, and I'm like, well, hey, that's a good sign. And then I came back right away. Later that afternoon, about 3-4 hours later, the buck and the doe were out in the field feeding. And so I'm like, well, there it is. So I'm hoping I, take a good shot, in the field, not in the woods. But I had a total Okayest hunter moment tonight, gentlemen. I had my stuff hanging outside. I sprayed it with scent block, but then I decided to turn the Traeger on, and I cooked the steak right next to everything that's trying to air out.
Smoke's a good scent masker.
Yeah.
You
Maybe you get that deer that loves barbecue.
Right? You get the deer walking around. Is that hickory? Oh man, I love hickory.
sounds like
So-
a forest fire
Bubba
in
deer.
here.
Yeah. So if you guys, so I'm gonna be this best smelling, sicko wearing gear.
Don't go to the bar smelling like
douchebag in the
bacon, man.
woods.
You might get the wrong experience there.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, and this is the most Okayest hunter moment ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's the best thing in the world. But no, yeah, it's gonna be good. And I've actually hunted right across. I think there's a lost art with hunting private farm fields because I live in northeastern Wisconsin. So I live up here in Brillion, Wisconsin, which is Calumet County. And I think the lost art, especially in Wisconsin, is becoming really good friends with your farmers, right? And
Sure.
I've developed a really close relationship with the farmer across the street.
Like how
so
good?
for instance, he was having a hard time. Like he called me up one time and he's like, "Hey, come over and help me cover up my feed for my cows." And I just ripped right across the road, across the field, and I helped him cover his feed for his cows. And I moved into the house April of 2020, and then that opening day of 2020 gun season, I shot an 8-point buck across the street.
There you
Didn't
go.
even know it was there.
Wow.
And the farmer comes out on his tractor and he's like, "What did you get?" And I was like, "Oh, I got a buck." And he's just like, "Oh, look at that. I didn't even know that was there. Congrats, bro." You know what I mean? So it's like, I think hunters should try to develop that relationship. And I think it's beneficial for the farmers and for the hunters too.
Yeah, Greg
so
will
it's
be-
a pretty cool relationship. They let me hunt geese too.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
So they let me
nice.
hunt ducks and geese on the property too.
was
So
gonna say,
yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a
Tubbs
good
is
relationship.
putting the smackdown on some farmer property this weekend. He's going to be on doe patrol or whatever. He's going to be on
Yeah.
killing patrol. I don't know
There you go.
anything. He stacked 3 does on that property last year with his gun.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's pretty wild.
Oh,
but-
really?
Yeah. But dude, thanks for calling him. I got
You guys-
two more just pile up right behind you. I'm
Yep.
going to keep her moving, but stay
All right.
tuned in.
Yep.
And you can jump in the
Yeah.
comments
See
too.
you guys.
All right,
See
thanks,
you, bud.
buddy.
Yeah, good to hear from you,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
Yeah. Bye.
I think I just figured out my strategy to keep calls going. I'll just keep saying I got to keep her moving.
Just keep her
I
moving.
get really
Keep her moving.
sad to hang up on people, but
Yeah, no.
yeah, hey Tasker, you're live on the show. Where are you going? What are you bringing?
What's going on, guys?
Sounds like he's already on his way.
Right?
Yeah, you in the car or the truck or what are you doing? You already killed a nice one, didn't you?
Yeah, I was actually, well, I was just at the Walgreens, like right across the street from your house, and I was like, you know what? I think they're doing a live show tonight. I'm going to call in quick.
Good old Walgreens, 24/7 right there. That's a strategic move.
Like, so that's how we shoot deer, 24/7, right?
yeah, right.
Too bad they don't sell ammo.
Where are you going?
Hey,
What are you bringing, bud?
Well, this weekend, so, I mean, you guys kind of know a little bit more because you guys have been talking with Vince, but I've had some little medical things come up, but got good news. Doctor cleared me. She told me to quit being a baby and go outside and enjoy the outdoors.
There you go.
So I'm cleared for gun camp. I'm not really sure how high in the tree I'm going to get, but you know what? We're going to try and turn our luck around, and we're going to try and take a I was thinking I'm going to shoot the first thing that walks out, and then I was like, well, I got to make my dad drag it, and if it's not big enough, he's going to give me a hard time. So
Gotta
we're
make him
just
work
going to
for it.
see what happens. You
That's
know,
all the more reason so you can hear
but
him
we're
bitch the
in
whole
the
way.
Eau Claire area.
Okay.
So Eau Claire County,
Yep.
like right on the Trempealeau border. And yeah, we'll see what happens. And I'm just looking forward to getting up. And our deer camp is growing by one this year. One of my cousins is actually coming in from out east. And so I think we'll have a total of 7 or 8, which is,
There you go.
not
Yes.
bad.
Yeah, that sounds fun. The more the merrier.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Stick it to the old man. Shoot 2 deer.
that's what I'm saying. Hey, Eric, I'm gonna send you a video here since I know we're neighbors. I'm hoping, and I haven't talked to you in a while, I'm hoping you didn't put an arrow in a deer's backside, did you?
No, I didn't shoot any deer this year.
Yet.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll send you a video. I've got a trail camera in the backyard. I've got a buck walking around with an arrow hanging out of its ass cheek.
Oh, damn it.
So, yeah, not great. My wife is like crying about it. It's not. It's
You got to put
it's
the
sad to
catching.
see
you gotta-
that, and I just.
Yeah, it is. You got to put the catching deer's hat on and go tackle that bastard and rip that thing out.
Just tackle him.
Yeah, right. So, well, all right, boys. Well, you have good luck this weekend, and
Sir.
I just wanted to call and just catch you guys quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good
Thanks,
luck to you,
buddy.
man.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
And keep her moving.
That's it.
Keep
that's,
her moving.
that's it. Wow, we got 2 more calls lined up. Gosh,
What?
this is wild, guys.
This is
This
great.
is not normal for me to have this many calls. I should have you guys here more.
You're
often.
welcome.
Yeah.
I'm just taking
You're
I'm
welcome.
just taking a quick breather here.
Just my
Yeah.
aura.
What are you looking forward to most for deer camp, guys?
Getting a deer.
I would say honestly, just sitting in the woods for more than like 3-4 hours at a time. Just being
Yeah.
able to sit there and just be at peace and just like,
That's
okay,
true.
I can watch the squirrels.
You're not gonna
Wake
sit
up and-
though. You're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
do
gonna
my
be
best this
hanging.
year.
He's gonna
Oh,
hang.
I'm gonna go on the far side where I'm not gonna disturb anybody, and I'm just gonna sit there and I'm gonna hang in a tree.
There you go.
Not hang from the tree, hang in the tree.
There's a tree back there that looks like it may have been a lynching tree. That big spooky looking one.
Oh jeez.
I think I know where you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I was following him last year out
Dibs.
there. Yeah, tips.
You find your way in the dark when you find that thing. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I shouldn't be over here.
Yep.
That would be scary to walk up in the dark. No.
Yeah.
No.
No,
What are you guys looking
Yeah.
forward to other than getting a deer?
I am just ready to be outside.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm outside all day anyway, but like, well, you know what I'm saying?
On
I'm-
your own terms.
Right, on my own terms, nice and quiet. You know, just enjoying it.
Yeah.
Just enjoying it, hanging out with you guys because I haven't seen you since last year, and yeah,
Yeah, I'd
hopefully
say
not hungover, but
Yeah. Yeah. No.
you never know.
Not being hungover.
I
would
can
be
nurse
good.
a hangover in the woods. That's fine.
You just
I
go
feel
to
like they're
sleep in the
not-
morning.
I feel like they're not as bad. Hangovers are not
I'm looking
as
forward
bad
to
out in the
taking my
woods.
pants off in the woods and laying a turd on the ground.
As is
I was afraid
tradition.
where you're gonna go with that. Put dough estrus on your
Yeah, yeah.
backside or something.
It's gonna happen. What's
gonna
that on
be-
your? What, are you
Every
chocolate,
year.
Eric? For what's in your fingers there? That's poop.
That's why the deer aren't coming by you. All right.
Just don't be wiping with 3 leaves.
There we go. Hey
That's all I'm
Zach, you're
saying.
live on the show. Thanks for calling in, buddy. Where are you
Poison
going?
oak.
What are you bringing?
Poison ivy, poison oak. Yeah.
Well, I've already went, man.
Well, there you go. Where did you go? What did you bring? He came early, man.
Well, I got
Shit.
like 4. I got 4 or 5 things. I'm gonna be quick. Which one was the Army guy?
He's off camera.
He's
it's
off camera.
Clay's father-in-law.
Yep. Sean.
Okay, cheers to him.
He cheers
And
for
my
Army.
30-30 man over there.
Yes, sir.
30-30. Yeah.
Cheers to you too, buddy. And cheers
sir.
to the other guys too. But I heard the 30-30 in the Army.
Yes, sir. That's what we do.
Anyway, we went to deer camp I think it was last week, the full last week. We ended up having to leave early, a couple days early, but we were trying to stay for like 7 days straight.
Oh, wow.
We went the first full week of muzzleloader, and I'm in southwest tip of Virginia, in the Appalachian Mountains, and I was actually the only one. I got a doe with my bow, because during muzzleloader you can still hunt with a bow, and you can shoot buck or doe. Our rifle kicks in this Saturday, and you can hunt with rifle, muzzleloader, or bow, but you can only take a buck during the 2 weeks of rifle. And then we go back into late archery, and then we end the season with late muzzleloader, the way we do it in Virginia.
So you're not going, or you're good? now?
So we were there last week for that. I don't know. So as crazy as it sounds, I'm thinking about taking my bow on the opener rifle, which is terrifying.
That sounds
at the same
crazy,
time.
but you
Now-
you sound crazy, so it's okay. You do crazy, man.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I was going to say, did you finish all the canned food I sent you, Eric?
I finished most of it. My wife's still pretty sketched about
Have
it.
you-
She wanted to throw it away. I was like, "You're not throwing that away. Keep it in there." She goes, "Well, it's gross to look at." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it. Like, just calm down." I think I was sick, and then
So
I
did you eat?
I had the venison. I had the salsa. I had the jelly. What else did you send me? There's maybe one other thing I'm forgetting here.
So there's cowboy candy in there. Did you eat it? The jalapenos.
No, I don't think. No, those are still in there. Yeah, that's what I told her to keep.
Take
her,
it
so-
to deer camp.
That sounds
Go buy a thing of cream cheese, just plain cream cheese, Ritz crackers, and dip the cracker in Ritz and get you a fork and put those that cowboy candy on a cracker at deer camp. That's what we did. I'm telling you,
That's
it is
those
bang.
Is it gonna
caramelized,
burn my
uh,
butthole
candied
on the next day?
jalapenos.
No, I mean if they're pickled,
Do what?
are they
Are
pickled?
those candied jalapenos?
Yeah, that's what you say.
So yes, it's they're like they
Well, let's have a
sugar in it, too,
competition,
so it's
'cause
like
I'm gonna
hot
be bringing
spicy.
some of
It's
them,
already
too.
like hot and sweet.
Yeah, he sent me a box of all canned venison and all sorts
Oh,
of
you
other
are
stuff.
awesome.
Oh, nice.
It was really
That's cool.
nice.
My buddy does canned venison. I
Yeah.
love it. It's just
It was good.
literally just make some noodles, throw a
I
can
was
of cream
starving.
mushroom
My
in
wife
there,
didn't
and
make
it's
me dinner.
instant venison stroganoff in like 15 minutes. I'm like, I
Wow.
love this canned venison. I can't wait.
Oh, you need to do what I sent Eric. I made him it's a roast. So you raw pack the meat in the bottom,
Yeah.
then you do carrots, taters, and a quarter onion, and then raw pack the meat on top. Put a beef bouillon cube and some garlic salt in it, and then pressure can it that way, and it turns it into a roast. It's like ready to eat.
Ooh,
I'm
Yeah,
sold.
it was good.
ready
I'm
to
getting that
eat
recipe
roast.
from him. Did
Heck
you send
yeah.
it to him already?
Well, I don't have the
I'll
recipe.
text
I
it
had
to
the
him
food
tonight.
itself. But
Yeah.
yeah.
He just
Jack-
Send me the recipe. I
He
will. I will
just
eat it.
told you the recipe.
Yeah. Well, I need it
Fine,
like
I'll
written down on paper. You know. Like
Yeah, I got you.
I gotta
The
remember every
second thing
goldfish.
is
Okay.
To help, to help with the hangovers at deer camp, grab a box of liquid IVs
Oh, I've heard
and
about
every
those.
morning pour one in a water bottle and chug that thing before, like 30
Oh,
minutes
where do you
before
get
you
that
have
from?
coffee or eat,
I got
and your
some.
body will immediately absorb the electrolytes in the water and
Really?
hydrate you up.
I was thinking about
Yep.
just buying some Pedialyte, but I guess this sounds pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's way
like it.
better.
I like it.
It's like a drink. Yeah, it's a drink packet and it tastes better.
Yep. I like it.
Plus you're hydrated.
Yeah.
Lots and lots.
So last thing is, I was the one that texted y'all today, Eric, or messaged you on Instagram. I was the one that shot that buck today.
Yeah.
Heck yeah,
Congrats,
That's
man.
the
Nice,
first
congrats.
buck with a bow, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir.
It's
yes,
getting-
sir.
it's
my
getting
first,
weird, man, 'cause
first
I'm
buck
getting-
with a bow.
We're getting to this point where like I'm getting more messages and I can respond to, and I'm like, shit. Did I get back to someone? Did I not get back to someone? Like, but I remember your message. I know you sent me
like
when
it.
you got a buck. Good job,
Heck
man.
yeah.
Congrats.
I
So-
got you. Thank you. Yeah, he was definitely a shooter buck. He was. I have like 4 or 5 bucks in the system that I'm working down here, and there's a really, really heavy horned old buck that's like 9 or 10 point. He's a monster, and I got plenty of footage of him. And he's literally been. I've literally hunted the mornings and then leave, and then he's on my camera where I hunted at that evening, or 30 minutes after I leave and stuff. So I've been playing cat and mouse with him. So I was down there. I'll make it quick. I seen him and grunted and bleated and everything at him, and he didn't want nothing of it. And they kind of on camera they look like they rutted like the very first day of or the first week of November. So I kind of missed the main rut, but I've been hunting it, hoping a couple does will come in late. Well, I seen him and I called to him and he didn't want nothing of it, and I was like, well, that's fine. And he was like 65 yards away or so. If I'd sat in the tree that I was in like 2 nights ago, I'd have killed him. Well, like 3 to 4 minutes later, I see another deer, and I was like, hey, what is that? And I'm like really, really far back. Like that's my big thing is I hunt public land and I go super, super deep.
There you go.
When I seen it was like a smaller buck, like a young buck, and I was like, okay, it's a good little young buck. And I was like, should I call to him? I was like, man, I'm really deep. I don't know if I want to haul this bastard out of here. And
Story of my
so
life.
I said, all right, I said I won't call to him. If fate gives it to me, then I'll take it. Well, sure enough, 3 minutes later, he was broadside at 20, so I shot him.
Oh yeah.
But I smoked a good little it's probably 2-year-old 5-point, and I think my watch registered 11 miles total today
Oh,
Damn.
between all the tracking.
Awesome.
that's great. Heck yeah, good for you.
Hey, you're staying fit. You're getting a free workout and you're getting venison.
yeah,
man.
right. It,
I
Killing
feel you.
two
Man.
birds
I
with
always
one
look at the
stone.
farthest
I know that.
reaches, and then I'm like, wow, if I get a deer, I'm like, well, you know what? I don't care if it takes me 2 days to get it out. It's dead. It ain't going nowhere. At
you-
least
yeah,
I have it.
you're crazy. You go like through cliffs and stuff to try to get
Yeah,
deer
that
up
one
the
year, I think I tracked like 7 miles that year.
I believe it. I believe it.
What the hell is wrong with
I'm
me?
bad for the cliffs and stuff. I've had to set my, like last year when I rifle hunted, I had to set my rifle like up on some rocks and then climb up the rocks and then keep going.
Sure.
Like it was ridiculous. I'm bad for that.
Yeah. Well, nobody else is doing
When I
that.
killed
So.
Yeah, well, no kidding. That rifle buck that I killed last year that I sent Eric the meat and stuff for. It was 15 miles total that day that I had on my watch.
Wow.
Dang.
Damn, dude.
That's
that I
far.
went. So,
That's
so
real far.
That's
Yeah. And that ain't flat
I'm gonna
country
start
out there, is
deboning.
it?
I've done
So-
decided I'm gonna put a little deboning kit together, like game bags and stuff, and debone it in the woods.
there you go.
Haul
Yeah.
out my first load with the stand, and then because I hunt with the lone wolf and a saddle, and haul the first load out with stand, and then go back in with a meat pack and haul the rest out.
You're doing
But
good,
I ain't gonna
man.
hold
There you
you
go.
up for a lot
You're doing
longer.
good stuff. You're doing good stuff. Thanks for the call, buddy.
No problem. Hey, take that cowboy candy with you. I'm telling you, you
All
won't
right.
regret it.
Oh, I'm going
yeah.
to make sure that he brings it because now I'm.
I want to
hungry.
compare recipes.
Joel, good stuff, man.
It's not written in
All right,
crayon.
we'll keep her moving,
Sounds good.
Zach. You have a good one,
Everything-
buddy.
It sounds good to y'all.
All right, buddy.
Okay,
You're a
so
man, I'd
I
punch
had
you.
some comments tell me that they couldn't hear the caller and there was an audio setting I had flipped. Probably because I had to do this 6 times. So, the 6th time I forgot to do that one system check, but
But
it
they
should
can hear
be
now.
good. Yeah, we got a couple more callers in line. We got some questions
Heck
from
yeah.
the comments. I'll do my best to answer everything I can here, but we'll keep the calls quick. Hey, Noah, you're live on the podcast. Welcome to the show. Where are you going? What are you bringing?
Hey guys, first I have to one up Zach here, but go Navy, beat Army.
There you go. Let's go.
Well, pretty obvious here, Eric, going up to my land. I got a couple buddies going up with me for a nice deer camp. I will be bringing a 300 blackout.
Nice.
It is Mayar, but
Yep. Same. What brand
it's
did
the
you
same
get?
cartridge. It's actually a custom built.
Palmetto.
I can't even remember what it was. It was kind of pieced together
Okay.
over a while.
All good as long as it puts deer down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice when you don't have
We'll
a
see.
big kick
We'll
on the
have to take one.
recoil. That's fun, man. What? So you're bringing your blackout. You're going to your land. Any other fun traditions?
Not yet. This is only the second year of deer camp for us.
Shit. All right, you're just
Yeah.
getting started.
We're still,
Nice.
we're still figuring stuff out. Had an okayest moment last weekend.
Oh,
I know you saw the
Wanna hear
picture there.
this?
What'd you do?
I was out bow hunting, and big old buck. So first off, I was looking up the ridge from me because that's where I was expecting him to come from, and I actually get a text from my mom. They're down in the cabin right below me on the ridge, and she texted me saying that they could see a doe cross through the swamp at the bottom of these 2 ridges, and go up the other hill opposite the house. So I look to my left, and as I do that, there's this big old buck coming up from the swamp area up to me. And I kind of freaked out a little bit. I didn't hear him.
sorry, I prevented.
Yeah, it just snowed the day before, so I couldn't hear him. And he comes up. He's 20 yards from me, and I go to reach for my bow. He's about to walk like right behind me. He sees me start reaching for it,
Yeah, within 20 yards, you're not making a
and
move.
he saw me. Yeah, he saw me like as I picked up the bow. So here I am, like full extension, just trying to stay still.
Right.
Whole body's just shaking from the adrenaline and the bow that's out there. And he puts his head back down, kind of takes another couple steps. So I kind of bring the bow in a little bit, but then he stops, looks up at me again. I'm just like, dude, just take 4 more steps and look the other way.
Nah, not gonna happen.
But he doesn't. No, he spooks a little bit. He actually runs about 10 yards back. So at this point, it's a 30-yard shot. He's standing broadside to me. So I decide to, and at this point, where he bounded back to, brought me in, so I was actually in shooting position.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, perfect. So I draw back, I take the shot, I hear it hit him, and I can see him bounding away, just taking off. and I see the arrow in his back. The light had knocked in his back. Wasn't sure how low or how high I hit him. Watched the arrow fall out, and he takes off. Found the arrow, found the blood. Blood went for about 50, 60 yards, got thicker, and then just stopped. Like, oh no. So I came back in, waited about an hour or 2 hours, went back out, because still snowing, I could track him a little bit. And I'm following the tracks all the way up to this point on the ridge, and I actually found where he bedded down. But there's no blood anywhere in the bed, and he was gone.
Shit, dude. So what's your arrow grain weight? What are you shooting?
I'm shooting 100 grain broadhead.
The broadhead's 100 grain.
My
What's your?
arrows all that.
We got to get you talking to Greg Tubbs.
Yeah.
You shoot mechanical?
Oh, I'm no, fixed.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm planning a whole rebuild on my system next year.
Yeah, talk to Greg.
But oh yeah, I will. But yeah, and then actually, you saw the post on Shooter Buck Club. I actually 4 hours after I shot him, he came by one of my other trail cams, and you can see the hole in his back.
Oh shit. Well.
Well, that means you got a second chance now.
What I think what happened was when he ran back, he ran down the ridge. And I just was not used to, I didn't think he did, but now he's probably depressed 20, 30 feet from me down.
Did he jump? Was he spooked?
Instead of the 10 that he was.
He said he was spooked, so he probably dropped the arrow a little bit.
Speaking of depressed.
I think a little bit of that too.
Yeah.
Because 6 inches lower, it was right above, vitals. So 6 inches lower, I would have got him.
Well, they're tough animals. That's awesome because who knows? Maybe later this
Oh,
season
yeah.
you can come back and get them.
Yeah, bow season in Wisconsin goes till the end of January, so don't give up. But we're
just started a new job and working Saturdays, so this
that
is kind of my last weekend here.
last hurrah, buddy. Well, good luck, man. We're gonna keep her moving.
Yep.
Get on to the next caller.
Yep. Take
No
care, bud.
problem, guys. Good luck.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Noah.
Luck.
All right, now we got John Stelflu. Mr. Stelflu, how the hell are you?
What's happening, Eric?
It's been a minute. What
Good.
with a cat dragged onto the
It's
show?
been a minute.
How you doing?
It's been a minute. It's the transition that I did last March has been a lot more work than I thought. But look, I'm not going to keep you long. Things are going well. I'm heading to western Wisconsin, Trumpelow County. It's where I've hunted for my whole life, taking a 7mm mag. It's what my family has shot for years. My grandpa shot one, my dad shot one, my brother shot one. I have one. Got a 270 old Remington 760 as a backup gun. It was my dad's gun. He bought it right after he got out of the service. So look, the one thing I'm going to say, Eric, real quick, I won't keep you because I know you're busy. Guys, be safe out there. If you're climbing into a
Good
tree,
call.
wear a harness. Gun safety is always important.
Yes, sir.
Someday I think my big wish is we'll have a gun deer season in Wisconsin where we don't have any injuries. And lastly, if you're hunting in an area that's got some CWD, well, even any area, man, get them deer tested. Help the DNR out. Let's figure this thing out. But no, Eric, I just thought I'd call in. I haven't talked to you in a coon's age, and sitting up here in the UP getting ready to head south, and thought, well, fuck, I'll give Eric a call. And see how we
Are you wearing a Stormy Cromer when you go out, or?
Well, I'm not wearing one right now, but what do you think is in my kit? What do you think is in my kit? That's all. Look, I had to buy a new one because the one I had, they turned pink after a while.
Shit.
I actually
All right.
sent a picture of it to Stormy Cromer, and they said, bring that thing in, we'll give you a new one. But unfortunately, I never got there. I just bought a new one. But yeah, so I'm on my second Blaze Orange Stormy Cromer. So
That's awesome. I hope someday we get big enough to afford those damn hats to put our antler logo on them, but they're freaking expensive. So
they are expensive hats, man. It's a bad obsession that I got. So.
they're pretty cool though.
But,
they're one of a kind, that's for sure. But
yeah.
no, good luck, man.
Yeah.
Have fun.
All right, man. Take care. Always good to talk to you. Always love listening to your show. And most importantly, everybody, be safe out there. I'm kind of the grandpa on this deal. This is my 42nd consecutive gun deer opener. I've never missed one since I was 12.
Yeah, your whole life is a long one, so good luck out there. Have fun. Be safe.
Yeah. All right, boys. Take care. Always good chatting with you.
See
Later.
ya, sir.
See ya. Take care.
That's a nice slew of calls.
Yeah.
All over. Some
Yeah.
deer camps are done. We had some good stories. I mean, last year was pretty funny. We were talking about before we hit the record button, but my dad might call in. We'll see. He
Good old Chuck.
we lost him in a parking lot last year. Not in the woods. Not even near a forest.
I don't even think we started hunting yet.
We were going to the
No.
fish fry.
No, yeah, we were going to the fish fry. The only time we spent
get
out
out of the
woods was
truck.
scouting.
We walk into the restaurant, and we're like, "Where's my dad?" I'm like, "Well, who did he ride with? He rode with us." "Well, where is he?" "Well, I don't know." "Well, did he go somewhere? Did he tell anybody?" No. Like we were all just kind of talking amongst ourselves on the way in. This is a very short distance. This is like walking to your neighbor's house.
Literally 15
Like,
feet.
just not
15,
even far.
20 feet.
So we're like,
Yep.
"Well, call him." Doesn't answer. What is
Yep.
going on?
Luckily, my brother was going back to his truck for, I believe it was a wallet or something. He forgot his wallet. He opens up the door,
Scares
and
the
Chuck's like, "Hey!" Apparently, because my brother's got kids, so he had the child locks on. And Chuck was sitting down. He couldn't reach his phone because he was sitting on it, and he couldn't get the seatbelt off because it was too tight on him. So he can't get the seatbelt off because he can't reach it because it's tight. And he can't get to his phone when people are calling him. And he can't get out the door because the child lock's on, so he can't get out and move. Poor guy got stuck in a truck.
Somebody's probably like getting out of the truck. You're like, wait for me. I'm not even stuck.
And in typical Chuck fashion, I remember him saying something like, "Well, I guess I was just going to sit here and wait all night and wait till you guys went home with dinner, and then
We would have if he
Oh,
didn't
we
go out
would
there.
probably would have.
No,
We
we
could
would've
find
left
him.
Where the hell did he go? So we're like dying laughing, and the little hostess is trying to sit us down. We're like, we couldn't freaking breathe. She's like, "What's with these? This is gonna be a fun group, probably." I'm sure she was like, "Great."
Well, I mean, you went in the bathroom and started talking crap to someone.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
and
it
it
was.
wasn't.
It was
And you
Joel's
thought
brother.
it was, yeah, you thought
And
it
it
was
was
Joel's
some
brother.
random guy in the stall that I was talking
So
shit
let's
to.
let the listeners know that you are going into the bathroom. You think you know one of the guys that's in a stall, and you start talking all kinds of randomness to him.
yes.
And then
I'm pretty sure I like walked in like, "What's up, dude? It smells like poop in here."
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's-
And then and then there's like no response coming from the stall. I'm like, "Well, that's weird." I feel like he'd have a wisecrack by now.
Yeah,
yeah,
And
yeah,
I was like, "Is that you? No?
yeah.
Is that you? Real quiet.
But, I'm gonna cut this piece short."
And you come back to the table, and Jesse comes in from outside, and he's like, "Were you in the bathroom?" He's like, "No, I went out to my truck to go get your dad." He's like, "Well, who was I talking to?" We're like, "I don't know." So whoever that guy
That's
was,
classic.
We're sorry.
You know, we're sorry.
We're sorry for our friend.
I spent the rest of that night looking for shoes on people, and I couldn't I wanted to see who it was. Like, who did I just talk shit to? What do they actually look like? Because maybe you could see me through the crack of the
What if
door.
you
I don't
you were
know.
talking shit to like the cook before our food came out?
Who knows? You didn't know what table was coming from. I don't know.
That was a good time.
I'm sure they can figure it out.
I feel like there's been some. So my dad forgot his gun in the woods one year. I forgot my gun in the woods one year. But it wasn't until we got all the way back to the hotel. We were staying at a motel, which has been bulldozed now.
Oh,
It's no longer there. I'm
Over
pretty
by
sure
the
they
river?
probably like cooked meth out of that motel.
What was
or
it called
something.
again?
The Delta Inn.
Oh, yeah, the Delta.
Oh
Inn.
yeah,
That was pretty.
yeah. They
pretty
shut the office down at 10.
ramsack.
So if you wanted to make a pizza in their pizza oven for $10 for a pizza,
Yeah, you had to walk.
Or I
you
mean,
had to stand there and just wait in the waiting room.
I just remember
awkward.
that one year when Eric's uncle said, "I got a pee boner."
I do remember that.
Great. We really want to know that in the morning.
Don't tell my wife.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you want to make deer
We're
camp
just not going to say a
awkward,
lot of names on this episode. Let's not implicate anybody.
Right.
No, just say
Is
you
that the
can
right
say
word?
uncle.
Implicate?
You can
Implicate?
say
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer, right?
this guy that I know,
We're the okay.
the friend of a friend.
I remember one year I had, I think it was my GMC Sierra, the brown one, and the tailgate never stayed shut, and I dropped a case of Bush, littered it around the whole road.
Oh, I remember that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
There's
right.
just a trail
That
of
was
beer.
right.
We're driving on. We came
I
in
didn't
the
know what
park right
happened.
after you, and we're like, "What's up with all the beer on the road?" And then also, like 500 yards in front, here comes Eric walking around picking up all the beer. He's like, "It's mine." I'm like, "Oh my god, I know that guy."
No, you don't. Just keep driving. Just keep
One
driving.
year, I remember my dad had to like hit the deck because you get a couple bucks chasing hot dough, and you got.
Oh,
both
I
of 'em.
remember that. Yeah, we were sitting
Big
there, and
brother.
Chuck and my brother had walked over, and they were sitting there talking farther down the road or farther down the wood line towards the trucks yet.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck came in, and Jesse walked over because they were both cold or something. I can't remember what, but I remember walking over there. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get down. So I got down out of my stump, my holy stump.
The stump.
The stump.
So I get down and I walk like halfway to him, and this doe comes running by, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh. If I would have been in that stump, I could have got a clean shot at it. But the way I was down, I was down below, and I couldn't get the elevation the way I needed to. So I'm like, oh man. So she ran off. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. She's already gone. Screw it. I'm gonna go over and talk to the guys, see what they're doing. I go over there. I'm talking to Chuck and my brother, and all of a sudden, these two bucks come running up the hill, and they come running right towards us. And we're like, oh. And your dad just looks over, and he just takes a look, and he just takes a knee and puts his head down. And me and my brother just unloaded. It's just not the best hunter safety moment. Like, we weren't shooting directly over him. He was off to the side a little bit. He
knew what to do.
He
He's
knew
like,
what
"I
to
know
do.
what
He
to
just
do."
looked
Yeah.
at us. And he just like, go for it. And he just took a knee, and we just unloaded. And yeah.
Yeah, the first year I had my rifle, because I had hunted with my dad's shotgun, which is like as tall. It's like a 6 foot long shotgun. It's huge. Probably wouldn't fit in this rifle safe, this gun safe. And so I was like, oh, I finally bought my own rifle. I was like, this is great. Now I can shoot far. Because I always had to set up with like a 50-yard range with it. I was like, this is bullshit. I'm not gonna shoot anything. I got all this range. I can't shoot 50 yards in front of me. So I finally got my own rifle. I went to what was it, Gander Mountain at the time, and bought it used. It's still the same gun that I got, and whatever scope it had come with was some cheapo, no name, probably Brownell or something scope on there. And I got a rifle. I got a nice sling for it that I still got on there, and I was talking to Mike, and then our buddy Jeremy, who had come with us that year, came over to shoot the shit. He's like, "You guys see anything?" No, I not see anything. I'm not kidding you. As Jeremy and Mike are walking away, I catch movement of brown out of my corner of my eye. Now there's this huge deadfall leaning up against the tree I was leaning on. So I rest my barrel on the deadfall, wrap my arm around the sling, pulled in real tight, rack another round, look, see nothing. I'm like, what happened to the deer? Where did it go? I was like, damn it, And then Jeremy's like, did you just shoot? I was like, well, who do you think shot? He's like, I don't know, we're in the woods. It sounds like it's coming from every damn direction.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I was like, it was me. And he's like, did you shoot at me? I was like, no. There's a deer. There's a deer over there. He's like, I shot it. He's like, let's go look for some blood. So we go look for some blood.
Yeah.
Found blood. I'm like, go. I hit it. And then like walked a couple steps, and there she was, dead, heart shot.
Nice.
And I was like, boy, that was pretty cool. I just sniped a doe with my new rifle.
That's awesome.
That was great.
I feel like that's the first time I came up there, and you guys set me up by that creek bed. And I ended up shooting.
You thought
a doe.
you scared it to death.
Yeah.
This is a good story.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm
Couldn't
sitting
find
there.
the bullet hole. He's like, I don't get it.
Yeah, like
Well, there's no reception for you at all. So first of all, like we were like, we need
Total
to go
dead
check
zone.
on him.
Yeah.
Because he probably hasn't moved.
I did.
And his phone isn't working.
Literally did not. I had not moved.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I finally seen, I seen a couple doe, I don't know, maybe 75-ish yards across the creek. And they come walking behind the tree, pull up, pow. Flipped. I saw it flip, and I was always under the impression that you got to wait a long time before they.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Right.
She dropped right where you got her.
Oh yeah, immediately.
That's not normal.
So I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm like, well, shit. I've never gutted a deer. I don't know what the hell to do. So I'm waiting for these two knuckleheads to come. Basically, I'm waiting for them to come find me and be like, hey, let's go check this out.
So you're just raising your hand. I need an adult.
Like,
yeah.
I need
You can
assistance.
tell where he had paced a hole in the ground a little bit.
But I seriously had moved, and it'd probably been, 2 hours, maybe, before or after I shot.
I've just been staring over there. I haven't moved.
It hasn't moved, so I'm
I
pretty sure
think
it's
I got her.
pretty sure it's dead.
We walk over. They walk up to you. He's like, well, I think that's the one I shot.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean, dude? Did you shoot this
Nobody
one?
gonna swap them out.
He's like,
Yeah,
he's like, well, I don't see any bullet
I had
holes.
no clue what was going on.
So
None.
She fell on the side. I don't think the bullet passed through.
No, because he dug the bullet out.
I don't remember that.
No, maybe it wasn't you.
It was me.
It was you.
I helped
Yeah,
with that
sorry,
one.
sorry,
He
it was
usually
Eric.
likes to dig all the bullets out.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
dug
Yeah.
this one out.
I
Yeah,
love
we found it
saving
in the
those. They're
neck.
awesome.
It was right in the neck, too.
Yeah, so I was like, he literally says out loud, did I do you think I scared it to death? And
I
I'm
remember
thinking
that.
for a second, I'm like, well, I don't know. This is kind of weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, can the sound of the gun fucking scare a deer to death? Like,
Yeah,
what's
you
going on
figure
here?
like the the repercussion or the percussion of the shockwave
I mean, it's
or
possible,
whatever.
yes, right?
Yeah.
No, it's fucking
If, I
not.
mean, if you shot close to the head, you could rupture the
No, it's
blood
not.
vessels.
Listen, we're trying to make shit up here, all right?
See, now he's falling into the gullible trap. Well, maybe
I
the deer
mean,
can die from the sound.
You know, it sounds like some science
think
stuff.
I've seen the video where they shoot a doe with a 50 BMG,
Well-
and they completely missed the head, and it goes right past the head.
Right.
But the velocity ruptured all the
Thank
Brus-
you.
blood
Thank
vessels
you.
in their head.
Brussels
and it,
sprouts?
Yes.
yeah,
Brussels
yeah.
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts in the
sprouts.
head just
Yep.
popped, and it just dropped down dead. And they look for the bullet, and they're like, we can't find the bullet wound.
Right.
But it's like his eyeballs are bleeding,
And
there's
in the
blood
slow
coming out of
motion
its
camera,
ear.
in the slow motion camera, you see it misses.
Oh,
Yeah,
guys.
totally.
That's
I
a
got
pretty
new
epic
caller
video.
on the
Uh-oh.
line.
Okay.
Oh.
Welcome to the Shenanigans.
It's Chuck the Buck.
Hey, Chuckster.
So I was kind of watching. You guys are kind of talking shit about me. It seems like
No, never.
Well,
It's
you're
all
not
with
here to
love.
defend yourself, so yeah. It wasn't your fault you got locked into a truck.
buckled up, and your brother is driving like a kind of whatever. You know,
like he's from Illinois.
Yeah, he was. He didn't.
got the and I was like, yeah, where the hell's this release for this buckle? And then and my phone was in my jean pocket, and I would have got out, you know. Wasn't in there for
you
too
would've.
long.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to pick up my phone, and then Jesse came back. So, but,
Yeah, it's almost like a Harry Houdini thing. I tried to get out. I got it. I
Straight
got
jacking
it.
on, trying to come on.
Well, it doesn't help that he did have child locks on.
Yeah.
mess around with Tater belt guts. Like, damn,
It's like a straight jacket.
out of here. Better time getting my phone out, but so whatever. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow.
What kind of
Yeah.
wine? What kind of wine you bringing up tomorrow, Dad?
I don't know.
Whatever box is
know.
on sale.
What kind are you bringing, Joel?
Wallersheim Winery. It's a Wisconsin brand.
There you go.
River Gold.
River
I'm
Gold.
kind
huh?
of a
Sounds-
snob.
That's called
That
pee.
sounds very
That's
fancy.
called pee.
River
Yeah, I'm
Gold.
kind of a
I'll give you
snob
some
when it comes
River
to
Gold.
wine.
I'll give
I
you
don't
some
drink a
River
lot of
Gold
wine.
right
No.
Why is it warm?
No, that's called Golden
I'll
Shower.
tell you
That's a
what
different
time
brand.
not to Drink is Campfire Hooch. It's like from around there, but do not. Might as well just have rubbing alcohol. Don't drink that. So
We'll bring some drop time for everybody.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll be good. I got this new
Malort
stuff.
will always be there.
I think the Malort might still be there. I'm really
Ugh.
curious to find out.
Wait, did we leave it up there?
I think so.
It's been up there the
Yeah,
last
we
couple
left
of
it.
years.
No, just last
No,
year.
last
yeah,
Oh, was it last year?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's smart enough to do
I looked to see if I could
You never
find it
know.
in
There
shooters,
could be
but
some crazy
nobody's dumb
kids.
enough to put shooters. You know, nobody's
I
going to
have-
market that.
Clayton, it's all you again
What?
for the Malort.
Oh, yeah. Great. I can't wait.
Oh, don't feel your
I tried to get a
tag.
poster. Did I tell you I tried to get a poster?
Malort,
Malort?
poster?
Yeah. There was a gas station that I was delivering to, and they had a Malort poster, and I was like, I fucking want this poster. So I go in and talk to the manager and talk to the assistant manager. And I'm like, hey, listen, I want that poster. Like, I will pay you for
Hey,
it.
this UPS guy wants the poster. What should we do?
Yeah, that's what they said. And they had
Better
to
give
call.
it to him. He's going to go postal.
No, they had to call. They had to call like their like regional manager or whatever, and they said they couldn't give me the actual poster because they were still selling Malort in the gas station.
Well, they really
And I was
selling
like,
it.
I don't know. I would hope not, but
Tastes like an Iceland clinic in Bort. What is it? Tastes like an abortion clinic in Iceland. Oh, I fucked that up.
Abortion clinic.
Oh, yeah.
Dyslexic much?
Yeah, I am. Well, all right, Dad. Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, Chuckster.
yeah, I'm still here.
Are you stuck in the truck again?
Yeah, at least didn't get locked in this time.
I'm trying to figure out how to buckle myself here. That's all. No, what else?
I can't find the button to hang up. Just kidding, Dad.
Honey, how do you hang up the phone? Damn kids.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see how Saturday goes. You have your laughs now. We'll see how it goes.
Oh,
wow.
Holy shit.
Well, you're going to go slay a big one now just to shut us all up. And I'd be excited. I'll help you drag
He
that thing
always
out in a
does
heartbeat.
too. He always produces big.
He always is there for us, too, because
He is.
he's always had the deer cart every year.
Every
We've always
year.
had the deer rack on the back of his truck. So
Hey, we have two
I will
deer
give you
carts
props
now.
on that.
We have also brought a deer cart.
Oh,
Okay.
so you're not getting deer then?
Because that
All the old guys bring the deer carts.
Yeah.
Nice.
because that big bitch I shot a couple years ago, that was not
Worked
fun.
you over.
That was not fun dragging out. I'm still sore from that.
That was very nice here, Clayton. That
Thanks,
was-
thanks, Chuck.
Yeah, you
That's
got
great.
that one. You got that one mounted.
I did.
Yeah,
Still hanging up.
that's good.
It falls
mounted it?
down every once in a while.
Yeah, man.
So,
what the fuck are you doing?
well, you know,
You don't know how to mount a deer?
could you imagine when these deer fell down? How
no.
How
I
horrific
took
that
right
would
now.
be?
So it's hung up by a rope on a nail.
Oh, that's right. You did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because I got the
You want
pack
to know
mount.
you're really an Okayest hunter?
Yeah.
Your deer mount falls off the
Yeah.
fucking wall.
Well, listen, when you have 3 rambunctious kids, which I love,
Hey, you
Love
can just
my
say
children.
deer down.
right?
They jump on the
They jump
sun
on the
and then-
couch
yeah.
and they bang up on the wall and they fucking.
Oh, I
they've
could just
knocked
see it
that
now.
thing over.
Instead of like, you left the lights on, you knocked the deer off the wall again.
Don't touch the thermostat. Dude, seriously,
Yep.
I'm telling you, Dad, your deer fell again. Well, fucking put it back.
Stop touching it.
Stop, dude.
Dad,
Seriously.
I've never knocked any of your deer off the wall. I think I'm a pretty good kid.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You're a saint.
That's the measure right there.
Yeah.
That's the gauge. Your kids are freaking. I was kidding. They're great.
They are.
I'm surprised mine have knocked mine off the wall, jumping up.
Hey,
and
I
down
can't
in
wait
deer.
till your kids get a little older. They come deer camp. That's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome.
So
That'll be a
that's
good
what.
time.
Yeah,
I
that's
cannot
what I
wait
was
for
talking
that.
about too. I was actually talking with Sean about it earlier today. I was like, you know,
At what
Colton-
point do we introduce the children?
Right.
you know? You just
Because
start
my
to do it,
oldest,
yeah.
you know, my oldest, he'll be 13
It's
next
time
month.
for him
No
to have a
way.
beer at deer camp.
I know, right?
Oh, he's still 9.
No, he is 13.
No, he's 9.
He will be 13 next month. So, which is
Where's the time go?
crazy. But I've, you know, I was talking to Sean on the way up here,
That's
and I
not
was like,
feeding
man,
them.
I wanna like,
Bring
I
him.
want to see if he wants to come up here.
Yeah, do it.
You know what I
Next
mean?
year
'Cause-
can be the year. I don't
Right.
care.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. We'll
Switch
start
to my
bringing
daughter
some
comes
kids.
to deer camp and smokes all our asses.
Oh, dude. Seriously.
That'd be that.
She'll show
You
us
better
that.
teach her hunter safety. I don't want to get shot.
Yeah, me
Right,
neither.
dude,
Well, she
seriously.
might shoot us. Yeah.
I seen her. I saw her wielding that Buzz Lightyear
That was
freaking
Dane.
sword up
That
there.
was Dane. Was
No,
her?
it was
she
low.
got it?
It was. It was.
She
low.
probably beat him up
She
for
was.
it. Yeah.
Whew.
I think my
Scary.
dad dropped off. He said,
Oh.
I'm going to hang up. He figured his way out of the
He did
call.
figure out. How to hang.
Good
Yeah.
for you, Dad.
Good job.
He figured, you know what? Eric can't do it, so
Well,
I'm
it
going
was
to keep
a
her
flip
moving.
phone, so he had to.
I'm going to keep her moving.
He had to slam it shut.
With it,
I think that's his, Jeff Malort is distilled in Chicago. Yes, it is the Chicago,
Swedish
you know,
liqueur.
weird. Swedish liqueur.
Swedish.
Jepson's Malort.
you know what? You know
Yeah.
what? I'm looking forward to Chuck being there because he's gonna have that alarm clock.
Oh.
Clint Eastwood.
Was it Good, Bad, the Ugly?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
had that since like we've
Like,
been in the
I've thought
Delta
about-
Motel.
I've thought about setting that as an alarm, but I'm like, I can't. That's like trademark Chuck.
It
You
really
know, it is. It's like it's every year. It's not like it just we hear it once. We hear it for
just
about
keeps
40
going.
minutes before he actually turns it off,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
So normal people hit snooze for 10, 15 minutes or whatever, and they'll do that for an hour.
No,
Guilty. You don't do that?
no,
You're not a snoozer.
Navy Marine.
You're not a snoozer.
no. I just set like 5 different alarms because if I, yeah,
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm a snoozer. I am a snoozer hitter.
Yeah,
Constantly.
because it feels like you're one up the man. You're like, you know what? I'm not getting up yet.
Nope.
5
Yeah.
more minutes.
No, thank you.
that's fine.
doing
Hey,
that.
I'm not gonna lie. That extra 5 minutes, it feels like an hour.
It does.
No, it feels like 2 seconds.
And then you wake up, you're like, oh crap, I gotta go.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden it's like you're late.
It's like I can't even get, I
Who's
can't
the-
even
who's
poop yet.
the-
I gotta go.
Who's the pokiest one at deer camp?
The pokiest.
Pokiest.
Pokiest?
Pokiest. Like, who's the slowest to... It's my dad, isn't it?
To
Chuck?
wake up?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I
because
don't know if I'd go with your dad.
Listen, you
I'm
drink a
pretty
box.
efficient.
You drink a box of wine
Yeah.
a night.
Slap
and
the
see
bag.
how you feel.
Slap in the bag.
See how you feel in the morning after a box of what is it?
I don't know. I think it's weird
Venenza?
because
What's that box wine? Is it Venen?
he
V-
brings
Vienza?
2 bottles of wine.
he just
usually.
brings like a
Franz-
bottle of Malort
Franz-
or
Franz-
Malort.
Malort.
I got some Malort
Merlot.
bourbon up there,
Merlot.
but it's actually not bad.
Yeah, he's got the
I
red
actually
wine.
had some of his wine last time. Actually, it wasn't that bad.
Uh-oh.
So
Oh, don't you trip on a cord in here, buddy. I tell you what.
Yeah,
oh,
Malort.
this is why we can't have nice things. Look at this.
Is that Malort right there?
No, it's Malort bourbon.
Ew.
But it's pretty. You get kind of nervous to try it. You start sweating a little bit, thinking it could be bad.
I ain't
Not-
trying it.
Yeah.
It's just bourbon.
Nope.
My aunt. Interesting what I'm learning about Chuck. Good thing you don't hunt. Good thing you don't hunt with Gary. Hey, I hunted with Gary, and I got lost on Gary's property a weekend or two ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary comes up to me. I'm like, he's like, "God, did you find some blood? I saw you walking around with your headlamp on." I'm like, "No, Gary, I'm lost. I did not. There's no blood. I didn't shoot anything. I'm just lost." Well, how'd you get lost? The picture trail's right here. I'm like, who are we talking to here? And I ain't never been back here before. And I walked out going this way, and I was like, shit, where's the path? And then suddenly I'm like looking around, I'm like, damn it, I'm lost on my own property.
Yeah.
That happened like instantly.
Take a left, and you're
I
supposed
actually
to take
got some
a right.
concern because I got turned around on another property this season. I have not had that issue being.
So are we gonna have to put out like a silver alert for you?
I'm bald. What do you do for that? Cue ball alert. You might.
We need glow sticks on
We
this
get some
kid at all
walkie-talkies.
times.
Yeah.
He
we
needs
could.
glow sticks at all times.
Yeah, this is why you have a GPS tracker now.
Yeah, but that's what happened. I think I've had too much of a dependency on these damn apps that I'm like, now I'm not looking around as much. And
Fair.
you know,
Still.
Yeah, check the wind. Look at the
Yeah.
stars.
Yeah.
Okay, like a wayfinder. Yeah. My kids watch a lot of Moana.
oh yeah, yeah.
What is that?
Looking at the stars, you're not giving it a high five.
Yeah.
Why is the water warm here?
Oh, that's gross.
I've been lost before, and I was pulling a 9-point back archery hunt one year.
Yeah.
Got lost.
It's God, it would suck to get lost with a deer.
For over 20 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Levi,
I
There's
just happened to take the wrong turn. My compass wasn't working, and at the time
your compass wasn't working. How does the compass fail?
I dropped it earlier.
Holy
and it
shit.
Shattered, and the needle got
Mm-hmm.
broken.
Oh no.
That's right. I used one of those cheap compasses on the watch
And
one time.
I should have known when it broke that
Oh, I have a
day.
compass on my watch.
Yeah, yeah. You got to make sure that the bands aren't metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Really?
Walk
But I
like-
have a digital
Like
watch.
a half a mile. I'm like, what is going
Come
on?
on.
And I'm looking around. I'm like, well, there's the tower right there.
It's basic.
I was hunting
landing.
out here, and they got that that satellite tower or whatever out towards
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Rome
great. Now
and
my watch broke.
Kincaid's.
I'm looking northeast right now.
Well, I know north is always up.
Yeah,
Whenever I look at a map, north
passed
is
it.
always up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Unless
know
you-
my directions.
Unless you hold that map upside down.
Damn it! I passed the compass again.
What are you doing?
I think I have a compass like on
It's
my
nice 'cause I
Garmin
got
watch.
Really nice when I
There it is. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh. So if I was down here with Greg and he was arguing with me which direction north was, I could bitch slap him with his watch.
There you go.
You should just put a little N right here then.
That right?
And
No, just that way. No, you're fucking wrong.
He's very quick to correct you on that. I know. I love that though.
Don't you have an iPhone? Why don't you have an Apple Watch?
Because I don't
It's
want
not
all
an Apple
that.
Watch?
No,
I
I
mean, you don't
actually.
want
So I
all
got
that.
an Apple Watch and I returned it for this Garmin.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just wanted something I could take on a run that could hold some music, and this is better for that.
Hmm.
And
So you don't have to
I
download
didn't
iTunes
want-
and
I
go
didn't
through all
want
that
the
hassle again?
stuff. Hey, I'm like, you know what? I have this in my face enough as it is. I don't need another thing. And the Apple Watch, I didn't want phone on watch. I just wanted.
Oh, you
Some
wanted
extra.
to disconnect the.
I might be dating myself. Do they still have iTunes, or is that
Yeah.
still a thing?
I
Okay.
think-
Yeah, it's
I
still
They
think
don't
so.
have. They don't have what you're thinking of. They don't have the what's that called?
An iPod.
iPod Nano.
Those
You
are-
had one of those.
Dude, I had.
Dude, I
could
remember
drive
getting
like-
the first
Oh, so
iPod
I got
Color.
a playlist.
You had the
I got
first
the next song
iPad,
picked.
or
Pick one after
Yeah.
that. Pick one after
Yeah.
that.
Now we've got.
You know how I know I was old? I had an iPod.
How you were old or you are old?
Well, every day I'm getting older.
Well, yeah.
So every picture of me is when I'm younger.
Ooh.
So I haven't found a picture of me when I'm older.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Time traveling son of a bitch.
yeah, I wish I would invest more money.
There's some video about that. Some guy like traveled in the future, and there's like a video.
Oh, it's it's
They're all
dumb.
fake.
It's
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah,
That's dumb.
just like the Michigan Dog Man.
Hey, listen.
Well, that one's
That's real. That's real.
They're like
Right.
Bigfoot.
Michigan
Just
Dog
like
Man.
the Beast of Bray Road.
Yeah,
Yep.
real.
Yep.
Sasquatch. There's a new video of Sasquatch out on the internet. Someone
There's
on a
another one?
train
No way.
saw him squatting down in some bushes.
That guy is the hide and seek world champion. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
We did a whole episode on all these beastly things.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What's it called? There's a word for it. Something. It's not Scientology. What is it called?
Mythology,
Mythology.
Oh.
No, it's
Mythical creatures?
Cryptozoology.
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 Right?
That
Is what it's
sounds.
called?
That sounds like digital.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Digital,
Someone
digital
listening
beast.
can
The
comment.
cryptids. They're
No.
cryptids.
Yeah. Bigfoot's got Bitcoin.
Right?
Cryptozoology.
Sounds like Bigfoot sick.
Oh my God, that is a long word. Cryptids are animals that cryptozoologists.
That was right.
Yeah, you were right. Yeah. Believe
Wow.
that may exist somewhere
Mark
in the
down the
wild.
calendar.
Wow.
My daughter said I was right this morning. I couldn't believe it.
Oh wow.
First time it's happened in 6 years.
You okay?
I just.
Was you being sarcastic?
You chugged that?
I got. What just happened? I
You
wasn't
just-
prepared for that to all go down.
You drank it all.
It's very delicious.
Sorry. I'm trying to keep it clean here.
This is not, I've already dropped the F-bomb like 8 times. Levi, timely comment. I'm late. How drunk is Eric? Well, after
Oh,
that
God.
drink, give us another 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Here. We'll
oh,
see
yeah,
how the liver works that one over. But yeah, hey Levi, host of the
Take a test
Pulling
if you're
Feathers
late.
podcast. He's a real man. He lives in Wyoming.
Oh, nice.
He does
Yeah.
real man shit. And here I am in Wisconsin doing.
And here we are talking about getting lost in the woods, and he's like,
Well, if you were a long-time listener, you would know Levi is the one that had the horse fall down the side of the mountain.
I've heard about
I remember that. Yeah.
So let's talk about that, huh? Levi, why don't you call in? Where are you going? What are you bringing? Not a fucking horse.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Damn.
Goodness.
Maybe he still got the lucky horseshoe though.
That horse apparently is still alive. People are like, oh, that's Karen. I don't know what the horse's name is.
Karen.
Just made that up.
Mr. Ed.
Karen the horse.
God.
Josh Osborne. I'm at the shop doing skull work at Lizard Hill Bones. I mess up your name every time, man. But he does Euro skull mounts and does like more than you could possibly imagine.
Nice.
Like I don't know.
So does he
how
order
you-
like the maggots that eat it all and all the bugs and
No,
stuff? Or
he does a different. He's got a
does he do
different
like
method.
to boil it or?
I don't know, Josh. You'd have to comment to Joel's point, and he can read the screen. But it's like, do you remember the time when Greg was there? He's
Fires?
like, I can't read the card.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was a
That was
funny
one of my
moment.
favorite memories. That was the same night my dad drank the ladybug.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn ladybugs in my wine.
Yeah.
That was,
I can't read the cards.
that was when we were spoiled because we had a hot tub.
We
and,
did.
and
We
I
did.
saw it
But
at
that was
place.
a good year because we ended up dragging like 5 deer out of the woods that day.
Yeah.
And then it sounds really, homophobic, but there was like 6 guys in the hot tub.
Something wrong with
That
and
seats
it
like
snowed,
4.
so they were like getting
and it
out
was
doing snow
snowing.
angels in our
Yeah.
bathing suits because
Yeah.
it was like, who's gonna go in the snow?
You know, I gotta
Yeah.
say, after hiking
was
around and
pretty
doing that
awesome.
stuff, jumping in a hot tub, I didn't care. I was like, cool, whatever.
Maceration
in dead freezers.
in dead freezers.
Yeah, he talked about it on the podcast a little while. We gotta bring it
Maceration.
back on, but
Nice.
maceration
Yeah.
is a different type of process, and he's pretty efficient with it. Or proficient, efficient? I don't know. One of
Both?
the efficients.
He's
One of
good
their
at it.
One of the
efficiencies.
fishes.
He's good.
He's very efficient with it.
Yeah.
What do you? That's not a
Efficient?
word. Yeah, proficient, efficient. This
Yeah.
is a new way to say that.
I like
Efficient.
it.
That means
Yeah,
both
he's
things.
fishing.
He's fishing.
It's like,
What?
What?
What is this guy talking about?
It's like, what do you call a fish with no eyes?
What do you call a spider with 10 eyes?
Spy.
Yeah.
There. Oh, I've got some good ones for tomorrow.
Dude, what's
Oh,
that
yeah.
TikTok with the dad jokes? They just end up here.
Oh,
like,
and the deer blinds?
no,
no,
the other
those
one.
are
Fuck.
those are
good
pretty
too. But
epic.
The other
I do
one
like
has
those.
been around for a lot longer.
Yeah. There's a bunch.
Those are like the
My
progressive.
whole-
They started out as like progressive jokes or something
Yeah.
like that, and then not progressive as in like
The
moving
insurance.
up, but the insurance company.
We could go back to half rack all day long here. if you want.
Yeah.
I swear my TikTok.
It-
feed
we,
is
I
just full
remember
of
my
dad
kids
jokes
love
and-
those half rack.
Oh,
little
my
tumblers.
TikTok's full
We got
of
those little
yeah, there's
tumblers.
one right
shit,
there.
too.
Yeah, my kids absolutely love it. They each got one. We won one at the Foam Fest you did, like one
Yeah.
of your first Foam Fest,
That's
and my
right. we
kids
gave
won
one
that.
of those, yeah.
And I was like,
Look
all
at all these
right.
hooks in here. All these hooks are half rack hooks.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's
my
the gear
kids
hanger.
absolutely love
Sturdy.
those things. And believe it or not, they're super durable. You know,
Don't-
my kids
don't
haven't
shake
broken
the
them
table.
yet.
Shake the
Don't shake the
table.
table. We've not learned anything tonight, Mike. Jesus.
You cannot take this guy anywhere.
God, I can't have
swear.
nice things.
This guy.
Yeah, I
know
can't
the
wait to get out
mixer
the
broke
woods.
3 times already, but let me just shake
Yeah,
the table.
like-
Oh,
What would happen if
Watch,
I poured
he's
this
gonna knock the
bourbon?
fucking deer off the wall.
no.
It attacked me.
Kids.
It's coming back
I've
from
been
the
fighting the
dead.
urge to push a button this whole time.
If it starts licking me, I'm punching it in the face.
Who's still listening to this? If
I
you're
don't know.
driving to deer camp, stop. listening to this. Go turn something else on. What are you doing to yourself? We do have a playlist on Spotify that we put together. It is the
like it.
Deer Hunter's Anthem.
Ooh,
So it is owned by the Okayest Hunter, and if you go to Spotify and type in the Deer Hunter's Anthem,
I'm on it.
it is
right
a
now.
playlist meant to be listened to on the way to deer camp.
So I'm
Nice.
guessing we're listening to that.
Well,
No,
I don't know, his
actually-
truck doesn't have that kind of technology.
I actually
He has a
'cause
CD still.
I still have a CD.
There
It's
we
like
go.
a
You
6
want-
CD changer in my truck because
Wanna know
I'm
how
old
you
school.
are?
The Deer
And
Hunter soundtrack.
literally,
No,
I
no,
think
it's
the
not
first
what
year
you
we
said.
went hunting, and I brought my
Oh, I
truck.
found it.
Eric put a CD in there. It was like Joe Basima, whatever his name is.
Joe Bonamassa.
Joe Bonamassa. Close enough, you know.
Excuse
And
me.
Basima.
sorry if I offend anybody on that, but
I'm
I
super
don't really care. And so
Fuck
we,
your
that was in his there. I think that CD was in my truck for like 7 years
Not surprised.
before I finally pulled it out. I'm like, hey, Eric, do you want the CD back? He's like, what's that from? I'm like, when we went deer hunting. Dude, that was like 7 years ago. I was like, no, it was like last year, like 2 years ago. He's like,
It's just
no,
nice.
it was 7 years ago. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah. It was
Well, do you
just
want
nice.
it? He's like, no, you can hang on to it. So I did. But my
Still has it. To this
my
day.
wife actually found a bunch of old CDs, like an old CD case she has.
Oh,
Like,
God.
You remember the old packs that you could just zipper
Absolutely.
up?
Still have my.
And I love my
You still
wife,
have yours?
but she is bipolar when it came to
Can't
music
find it.
because she had a couple of those Best Buy CDs. You go to Best
Mm.
Buy and you could burn a CD. You would stand there and you would select the song. You would buy individual songs and you'd make a CD. And I love my wife, but she is so bipolar when it comes to music. so you're looking like Tim
Careful,
McGraw,
buddy.
No. He
and
said
then you're
when it comes
listening to like
music.
NSYNC.
Yeah.
And then you got like freaking DMX.
Oh, you don't want to hear my.
And then
my
you
playlist
jump
is
right
the
back
same.
from that to like
Yep.
Colby Cabalt.
Yep.
And I
Who's
was like,
that? Who's
what is
Colby
going on? And then
Cabalt?
she jumps like,
I can't
you know,
find it on here
Eminem,
for
and
some
then she
reason.
goes right back to like Rihanna. I was like, what is going on? Like, I cannot figure out what mood you are in.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
you are
interesting.
all over the place. I'm like, but you know what? It's kind of cool because it's going to be a bunch of throwbacks. You know, she's got a bunch of those CDs. Like,
Can
that's
you ever
what I
tell
call
what
Music
mood
9.
your wife is in? Let's just talk about that for a
Oh,
second.
boy.
Hey,
What did this turn into?
Hey, so
What's that?
Eric, what was the name of the playlist?
I thought
One
it
more
was the Deer
again.
Hunter's Anthem, but I see one that's on here that's not mine.
Uh-oh.
Playlist.
They got mixed up.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's the Deer Hunter's Anthem, Never Pass. Why?
That's
Why can't I? It's like not searchable. Anything I put in the internet is not actually findable. So that's like a ongoing problem. And
Search.
Clayton
What?
Hansen.
That's me. Wow.
Send a text message.
Now everybody knows my name.
Well, you're on the podcast.
That's true.
I'm sure they'd figure it out. We have a caller. No, we don't.
Aww.
That's a terminated call.
Come on.
Oh,
They
was
were
that
like,
Noah?
he
There it
was
is.
like,
There it
nope,
is. There's
fuck
the.
that.
Here, I'll put the. Whoever's like. Is anybody still listening to this thing?
Is that the Noah from Madison?
We got the news.
He's called in a few times. I remember hearing him.
So I'll put on YouTube.
Some
So
Zach
anyone that's like
Brown,
watching
Luke
live.
Bryan, Shelton.
Check it out. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
surprised Jason hasn't called in.
I'm surprised he commented, but
Is he coming up?
Fred Bear by
Yep,
Ted
they're
Nugent.
heading up there. They're heading up
Me and My
early in the
Truck,
morning.
Pretty good at drinking
So-
beer.
Are they staying like for next whole week too?
Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm spending the extra night on Sunday.
Oh, we do have a caller.
Wait, what?
Hey, hold
I'm
on.
staying up there Sunday night.
Oh, you are?
Time
Yeah.
out. We've
Oh, we'll
got
just
Sidebar
jump in with.
talks
sidebar.
here, guys.
Sidebar.
Hey, you're live on the Okayest Hunter podcast.
Hello. Bueller.
Are you there? Oh, it said, hey, are you there? Well. Why isn't it working?
Because Mike shook the table.
No, that's it's
Yeah,
still
it's Mike's
on.
fault. It's Mike's
It's
fault.
still
is
lit
you-
up.
I had him. Are you muted?
Don't hit any buttons.
Unmute. Let's try this now. Hey, Josh, can you hear us?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Oh,
Hey,
there we
there we
go. It
go.
was your fault.
Clayton, it's your fault. Good job.
What did I do?
No, I blame the caller.
Yeah. We all do.
You're live, buddy. What's going on?
Customer's always right.
I do a little skull work at the shop. I'm tagged out, so I'm doing all I can do to get caught up. Since bow season started, I got over 350 skulls I've done.
Wow.
Whoa.
How many? Is that a lot?
Damn.
Because like I know that's a big number, but is that more than last year or less than last year?
Well, by the end of deer season, I'll average anywhere from 800 to 1,000 skulls.
Holy
So
moly.
you're just getting warmed up, buddy.
Dang.
Yeah, next week I'll get hit hard. Everybody's out of school and work and everything else, and they can get in the woods.
What does your house
What's
smell
killing me though is what's killing me is and I
like? Oh, we're breaking up, bud. Josh, you there?
Yeah. oh
Yeah,
Hello?
there you are. There you are. I think we figured out the problem. It's your cell reception.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-oh. Hello?
Not good.
Uh-oh. Lost him.
Sorry, Josh. I think your call. I just dropped it off. The reception wasn't coming through. But what we'll do, though, because I see in the comments here, I'm glad you called in. Thank you, man. We'll get you scheduled on an episode here soon. I'd like to hear about how you're doing €1,000 skull mounts in a freaking season that's out of control.
I'm curious on that. Does anyone ever get a doe skull mounted? Ever?
Kind of cool, actually.
I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool. Be like, okay, that's a great moment. It's like, it's my take, my hunt. Like, I had a great opportunity with this doe. It was a really cool experience, and I want to get it mounted.
That one behind
Because
Mike
nobody
there,
ever
that's
mounts.
that's
Everyone
the
always
one
wants the big bucks, but
that's the one Joel sniffed out of the woods right there.
This one?
Yep. It's been dropped 100 times because my kid.
I was so excited when I saw that deer. I was sitting there walking. I just got that whiff of that musk. I was like, oh, there's got to be a deer nearby.
I found a
So,
giant 10-point that was killed in the youth season.
yeah.
Oh, you found a skull?
I found the whole
Yeah.
body. It was still rotten and decaying when I started in October.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Our youth hunts in September.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting and the breeze was blowing right in my face, and I waited till the morning hunt was over, and then went up over the top of the hill, and underneath this big pine tree laid that big 10-point. And I mean, he was a giant.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
the poor kid that shot that was very disappointed.
Right?
Crazy. He's back on. Let's see if we can get this to work a second time around. All right, Josh, you're live. Let's try this again. You got good reception this time around, hopefully?
I'm walking around the shop. My service sucks, but
That's
we'll,
right.
we'll
You
see
don't,
what
though.
happens.
It's all right. We can. So you said 1,000-ish mounts out of the season. That's a shit ton. And you said your rifle's starting this weekend. Where are you at again?
I'm in Hartwell, Georgia.
Georgia.
Nice.
Does he dip any of his mounts?
Do you dip any of your mounts? Hydro dip them?
Oh, I hydro dip, metal coat,
Yeah.
and regular skull mount. If you want to check me out on TikTok, I got some cool videos with cool music,
Yeah,
stuff like that. But
Didn't you get like taken off of TikTok at one point or something, or
no, I'm still there.
you're still there? I know
I'm
people
still
get
there.
people get banned all the time.
Yeah.
And they got to come back and they get shadow banned or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, I gotta be careful about posting stuff. They don't like seeing deer blood and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I normally
Yeah.
post my finished product
Sally's.
there. I try to put it on Instagram too, but it's whatever. But shoot, boy, I've been wide open the last 2 weeks.
Well, the
I
buck
probably
you,
had 100.
the buck you got
I
looked real
probably
good.
had 100 each week come in about every Monday.
Wow.
100
Wow.
everyone. That's wild, man.
That's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
Get that.
Now, do you just get, are those all local drop-offs, or do you get people like mail them to you or anything like that?
I had a fellow on TikTok reach out to me. He's gonna send me one of the hydro dip. I've got mossy oak original, mossy oak greenleaf, regular camo, American flag, and then the metal dips I do are copper with patina. I can actually rust one, bronze,
That would look
aged
cool.
bronze,
Yeah.
brass, aged brass.
Man, this sounds like the Bubba Gump shrimp situation. Fucking A.
Shrimp and potatoes.
I love it.
And you're from Georgia. Let's just add the accent for extra. I can hydro, I can American flag, I can copper, I can bro.
Hey,
There ain't
I
nothing
think that's about all the
can't do
dips
to,
you can
to a
do.
skull.
I think that's about all the dips you can do.
Yeah,
Bake it, ball it,
that's,
brawl
that's,
it. something
that's
like
about it.
No, I'm actually really curious on that because I got a bunch of deer that I was dumb and I thought, oh, okay, I'll just take these deer skulls and I'll just, I didn't skin them. Some of them I didn't skin, some I did. And then I just left them out behind the shed and just thought, oh, yeah, the bugs will get to it and that'll clear it all up.
Mhm.
Well, then they sat out there for probably years. And now all the horns are like so white and faded.
Get some wood stain.
Somebody told me to do wood stain
told
on
you
it,
that.
but I don't
Jeff
know. I
Genke
kind of,
told me to do that.
I got a couple marks on there where the squirrels were chewing on it, so I had to bring them in, and then I had to put them back
All right,
out because the wife
if
hated
y'all
the
can get
smell.
your hands dead freezer, which means a freezer that don't work, and
Yeah.
then set that skull once you skin it out down in a bucket, fill it up with water, and then get one of those clamp lights with a 100-watt halogen light bulb, and set that light bulb, plug it in, let it run for 4 or 5 days. Take it out, and it's gonna smell like a chicken's rear end. Take it out, rinse it off, make sure the teeth and the nose pieces that fell out, keep up with them, pour that water out, set it back in, and do it another 4 or 5 days. It'll be clean. Now, once it's clean, put it back in that bucket, back in the freezer, and get you a half gallon of ammonia and some Dawn dish detergent. The more the better. Fill it up, cover the skull, and do that with the same light bulb
and do that every 4 or 5 days till the water runs clear. It'll be clean. It'll be almost white then. Then once you do that and it's clean and the water's clear after 4 or 5 days and you keep doing that, go to like a hair supply store. I got a weave store that I get my stuff from here in town. But you can get 40
weave or
salons.
weed? Okay.
Peroxide. And just baste it with a turkey baster for 48 hours and then set it out in the sun, and it'll be professional. It'll be as clean as a beetle guy.
Oh jeez.
What kind of light bulb?
I think I might just send it to you.
Halogen.
100 watt.
100 watt.
100 watt halogen light bulb. It'd be hard to find in stores. I order mine off Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You could deliver it.
Yeah, I can. You're welcome.
Yeah.
On the way.
Our UPS guy
Well, that's
here.
awesome, man. I appreciate that. I might just, have to
Well,
get
one
your
year I
information.
buried mine in the ground, put a bucket over the antlers.
Yeah, that
and-
came out pretty well, didn't
And then
it?
everything just kind of fell off, and then we did the whole let's boil it in something for a while, and I eventually just got some flat white paint and spray
Well,
painted
if
it.
you boil one, it'll cook that grease inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It turned out fine, but not
you-
professional.
This one?
My
Yeah,
biggest
that's the one.
buzz of my life here, dude. This is a 162 gross, 11 point, and I'm tagged out. I shot another one early. I'm just sitting here trying to make money. I got 4 boys and guiding them in the woods as much as I can. Got
4
a doe
boys.
with my longbow.
How's your blood?
Yeah.
How's your
Feel
blood
like-
pressure with 4 boys? Holy shit!
Well, that's why he sends them to the
Well, I'm
woods.
telling you, that's the reason I started all this, because they can run through a dang buggy full of groceries in a minute.
That.
A buggy is a cart,
Inflation is,
just so
man,
you know.
got to figure out something to feed them jokers.
Man, I got 2
Give
boys,
them
and
give them a gun, send them out, go have them fend for themselves. They
like
either
how-
get
I
real
like how-
fat and they go really
I like
good at
how
hunting,
Joel
or
We
else-
all suddenly
bow
got a
hunt.
Georgia
Hey,
accent.
I know, right?
My
He's-
wife even bow hunt.
Suddenly, Joel ain't from Wisconsin
Yeah,
no
he's
more.
from-
I'll give you this much. I
I'm
went
fixing
on a
to send them
deployment,
boys
and
out.
every single guy that was with me was either from Alabama, Missouri, and Georgia.
It grows
and,
on
and
you.
it was everyone was like that, and there was one guy from New York. One guy, and I was in Wisconsin.
Hey, y'all,
And
let's
I
get
never
the
came
whip.
back with a thicker accent. And then once I start drinking, I'd start turning into boomhowl or whatnot. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
you did have an accent sometimes when you come in.
Yeah, I did.
I'm like, what is
Yeah.
you? What's up with the southern accent,
You know,
dude?
I love them guys. They were the best, though. They were.
Dang old man, I tell you what, man.
Yeah.
You
we were sitting
boomhower
on the
or
back of the,
something?
we were sitting on the back of the truck,
Jesus.
catfishing one time. Then all of a sudden that bottom go down and it goes, woo, look at that. And I almost spilled my bubble on there, man. I picked that beer up and I drink that all and pull that there and a big old catfish on there, man. It was nauseating.
What the? Oh, that's
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I swear
The
we're not
sad
making
thing
fun
is-
of you.
No.
The sad thing is I understood 98.3% of what you said.
Yeah, because I don't know what I said. I'm just kidding.
I get made.
No,
fun
I
for
love
my
you all
accent,
your
too.
advice on that, on those deer skulls. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
That's definitely something I got to look into.
We'll bring you back on here soon, bud.
Well, listen, y'all, I tell you what, I'm an admin of a group. It's called Skull Mount Kings and Queens. If y'all can join that group on Facebook, dude, there's like tons of advice on how to do all kinds of stuff on skulls. And there's a fellow up in North Carolina. His name's David Barber. He helped me out when I first started. Because, like I say, I followed him on Facebook. He's DNA Skull Mounts. And that joker was doing over 1,000 mounts back in like 2016. And I drove up with my dad and my oldest son for a day and just learned his method. And after that, man, it's took off. Like I started out with like 4 or 5 on my back porch with a homemade butt boiler. And now I got probably about 11 dead freezers. And they're all full slap little gills right now. And Saturday, I'm going to be probably neck deep.
Damn.
And skull mounts. So
That's some
That's awesome. That's
entrepreneurial
awesome.
grind
I
right
love
there.
that.
So I'm
Because that's
trying to-
preserving memories, too.
Exactly.
I love that.
So I'm trying to join this thing right now. This the Facebook group, right? The questions are just they're great. It says, "Are you easily offended? Yes or no?" Obviously, yes.
All right,
and then the next question says, "Are you trigger happy with the report button?"
I love this. This is all that kind of people. I love it. Is your name Karen?
Surprisingly, that is the third question.
Is it really?
No.
Oh. Well, here's the word gullible. I just spelt it.
I got a customer pulling up right now. I got to let y'all
Hey,
go.
yes, sir.
Hey, Josh, have a good one, bud. See you.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate it.
This dog's all like, hey, there's someone here. Hear the dog barking. All right, hey, everyone that called in, thanks, everybody. It's good to hear where you're going, what you're bringing. It's a fun episode. Us cutting it up in here, shooting the shit. This is like a once in the year. Once in the year. What the fuck?
Did you say once a deer?
Once a deer.
Once a deer.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, you know what's on your
I
mind.
wonder what's on his. Yeah.
All you think about is deer.
James, I'm in that group. It's coming right now. I'm in that group. Attaboy, James.
Well, his name's not Karen, so he's good.
I hope I get accepted to this.
Good luck, everybody. Shoot straight, hunt safe, have fun.
Yes,
shoot
sir.
deer, drink beer, whatever it is you do. Drink water. So I don't care. Drink.
Pepsi?
Stay hydrated. That's
Pedialyte.
important.
Don't matter
Yeah,
what
what
you
are the-
shoot
what are
as
that-
long
what's
as you
that- what's
enjoy
that
Oh,
it.
thing
liquid
you got?
IV.
Liquid
IV.
IV.
Can we
Liquid
get some-
IV,
Can we
yeah.
get some of that?
Yep.
Yeah, I got something very similar to that.
What do you mean something very similar?
No, no,
What-
no,
Well, the
no.
I
liquid
want
IV
the
is
thing that
okay,
he
but I
said.
actually found one that tastes better.
What do you mean better? Like it tastes better or it functions better? What's it called?
Both.
What is it called? It sounds like you concocted this yourself.
No,
He made it in his
Believe
lab.
it or not, I got it from Costco.
I got it.
He hasn't said the name of the brand yet. He's like, no,
Did
no.
you make this in a lab?
He did.
No.
You have a
no.
lab at
It's
home,
not
right?
methamphetamines.
In a van down by the river.
I am thinking
van.
about getting that trailer, though.
See, I got this RX van in my yard.
Yeah.
So I got this mortar and pestle, and I've just been chopping all these pills up into powder.
Just grinding away.
It's like he brings over in a fucking Ziploc baggie. I'm like, Joel, this isn't. What the fuck is this?
It's Smarties.
Yeah. The Smarties
trying
that
to
you
say-
smell.
If any cops ask, it's Smarties.
Trying to stay hydrated. What's going on here?
Oh, yeah.
Just drink the Kool-Aid. We'll be okay.
All right. Well, cheers, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for being here, guys. It's always fun.
Yeah, I love it.
It's
That's
my
fun.
favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Adios. I'll put some music on. We'll end it to that. Which
I
one's
wanna
the
push a
button I wanna push?
No, don't push
do this
buttons,
one.
Joel.
He wants to push a button.
The green one?
Yep.
Hey, good job.
He did it.
I feel like I did something now.
You did. We're proud of you.
Have fun.
Sounds like the Black Keys.